Going live, so just keep your mic muted, okay? Oh,
Are we live? Is it started?
it's live now, but
Oh, let me turn
people are
my
getting in
brightness
now.
down. Okay, good. Let me adjust. That's too
Um,
bright.
okay, let me. Okay, join us live with Mulan.
Oh, wait, let me grab my other phone so I can post it too. You said it ain't started yet, huh?
So it's live now. People are coming in right now as we speak.
But they can hear us.
They can hear us, so don't say anything
Oh.
crazy. Don't.
Let me put my phone on
Let.
Do Not Disturb. Hold on.
Okay.
Not focus. Where is the Do Not Disturb? I guess it is.
Everyone's commenting about the speed bump when Isaiah drove off like that.
I can't even see myself no more. Hold on. Where my
I can't
camera?
see
Can
you
you see me?
either. I can't see you
Do
yet.
I need to leave
No.
and come back? What happened?
Try it. Yeah, try to leave off and then click the link again.
All right.
We're finna get into some things, y'all. So I hope y'all ready for this after show because this episode was a lot. An hour and 10 minutes of chaos. Really, I'd say great first episode. Thank you, Ruben. We can see y'all. Hey, hi. Um, okay, hold on. Okay, I got Milan now. Cute first
Okay.
episode. Thank you. Milan, I was on your side until the last minute. Okay.
Ah!
Hi, Malik. Hi, everyone. Okay, so to start off
Oh, wait, we
with this
start
after
now?
show, yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. The same
Yeah,
way
let me
we
take a
jumped
drink.
into it with the. Can you hear me clearly, or do I sound far away?
I can hear you.
Okay. To start off with this after show, we're gonna
hmm
kick off the after show like we kicked off the season. We got right into it.
Okay.
We wasted no time, so that's what we're gonna do with this after show.
Okay.
So, starting off,
hmm
um, going into season 4, what were your thoughts on being like, all right, I have a lot of fires to put out or a lot of fires to deal with. How are you thinking like, okay, how am I gonna handle this, like all this drama versus celebrating being married? Like how are you going into the new season?
Going into the new season, I'm more so. I don't really feel like I thought about it, because normally every season, like I come and have a conversation with you, and I'll be like, okay, so current this season, I want to do this differently. This season, I want to do. I didn't do that this time because I really was just like, whatever happens, happens. Like I'm in a whole completely different place. So whether I'm in the drama or not, I'm just here at this point. It's how I feel. Like I didn't really think much on it. Of course, it was all like, okay, I have to have a conversation with this person, that person, but it wasn't something that I was just sitting up thinking about all day long. Waiting to have conversations about. It didn't happen that way. Cheers. I cannot hear you. Mm-mm.
Can you hear me
I
now?
can't. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I want to say, first of all, congratulations on getting married. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
happiness, finding love, having your forever partner, and we all wish you of course, the most blessings and love for
Yes,
from
thank
here
you so much.
to too, sweetie.
I
Okay.
keep seeing comments popping up there was like we were rooting for you.
So I want to say, I know that you mentioned you guys met on Tinder and you guys have been, pretty much inseparable ever since. Now, a
Hmm.
lot of people in the comments are saying 4 times.
Yeah,
4 times?
4. I don't
So,
I don't feel like that's crazy, and I feel like I kind of explained it in in the episode. Like it wasn't just him. Like I had to make sure I was ready too. You know what I'm saying?
okay. But was it
So
awkward each time that you said no? Was it like, no, not yet? No, sorry, no. Okay, yes.
so the first time was just flat no. Second
Oh,
time I was just like, huh. Third time I was like, no, but maybe later. And then the fourth time at the fourth time, after the third time, we had a conversation about it. Like, okay, what does marriage look like? Because it's not just getting married and telling everybody to get married. It's like more than that. So
right.
after the third time, we had a real in depth, like 2 hour long conversation. And then he asked me again, and that's when I said yes.
Period. Okay, all right. So, out of the 3 conversations that you had this first episode with the big 3,
Let
because
me tell you something. I was tired.
you and Judy went at it. Like, y'all went at it. You and Kimmy had a little conversation, but it wasn't like that. You and Messiah was a little rocky, but you guys came back. I mean, I feel like the answer is obvious, but for people who might want to know, what was the hardest conversation that you had to have out of the big 3?
I think it'll be Judy because Kimmy and I's conversation wasn't like it wasn't deep rooted issues. Like it was like, okay, I said something, you didn't like the way I said it, we can have a conversation, move on. Me and
Yeah.
Messiah, it was like, okay, we had a friendship, a budding friendship, and it just went left because of other stuff. Okay, cool. Me and Judy, we had somewhat of it could have been a friendship, but ours went way left than the other two. So I feel like our conversation was the most intense for me.
Yeah, no, I will say I think that was a pretty intense conversation as well because it was just like, okay, like
Yeah, and I really went into it like I don't know what to expect, and then it was like he got me a drink, and I was just like, do I
you
really
wasn't
want to
getting
take
used
this
to
drink? I was like, is it drugs in here? Let me, pull out my
this.
little drug tester and find out.
So, okay, so do you feel like Judy was reaching in the scene, or do you feel like she has a point to feel how she feels?
I feel like if she feels like that's her point, then that's how she feels. I can't take that away from her, but me, I don't feel like it's valid because it was 10 years ago. It's literally 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And everything I said was valid as well, though. Darion and I were not friends at all season 2. He did not like me from the jump. Like maybe the first 2 episodes, we had a okay, cool vibe, and then it was like our whatever went left. We were not friends. I was not sitting in his face. I was not being fake with him. We didn't go kumbaya. We didn't go bowling. We didn't go out to eat. So I had no reason to sit up and tell him that. I feel like me telling him that, knowing the state of whatever it was between us was going on, like all the issues we already had, telling him would have definitely made it more messy than me not telling him when we weren't friends. And when we tried to get to a place of, being cordial and moving past everything that happened, to me, to Milan, it still didn't make sense to tell him because it's like, okay, now if I tell you, it's really gonna seem like I'm being messy because it's like, okay, now we're making up, but let me tell you what I did in high school. So it's just like it's really it's no winning that situation. So it's just like I
So,
don't, yeah.
a lot of people want to know: do you regret not throwing the drink in the comments right now?
Do I regret not throwing the drink? No, I don't regret not throwing it. I feel like had I thrown it, it would have made it way worse. Because now I think that this is the misperception that people have of me. Let me make this very clear. I'm not a fighter, no. But please don't think that there will ever be a time where somebody's going to put their hands on me and I'm not going to fight them back. Or I'm never going to defend myself if I'm in that position. Because let's be clear, a lot of conversations have been had. Nobody has gotten in my face and really tried to put their hands on me. If you want to be for real. If we roll footage back, nobody has ever came in my face and said, I'm about to hit you. And I'm going to leave it at that.
That's true. That is true. Wow. So, first, I want to ask, what did you think about the premiere episode?
Okay, I thought the episode ate down. Let's just
Okay.
like Now what I will say is I did not know that I was gonna be in that many scenes. I was like, when the next scene was coming, I was like, damn, is this me? And I was like, okay, yeah, that was me. And I was like, okay, damn, we ended again with me and Kimmy. I really thought I was gonna be in that many scenes.
It's
Honestly.
crazy because editing the episode, I was like, damn, Milan's in pretty much every scene except for 2. Like,
No, literally, except for Messiah's scene. I was in everything.
Except for the opening scene and the
Yeah.
Messiah and Kimmy scene. You were in every single scene. But I think that it's because leaving off from the reunion, we knew that there was so much stuff going on with you that's how the season has to start. We have to resolve or try to figure out these issues before the group comes together because we're adding new people in the mix. We're bringing back people from older seasons. So
we got to get the old drama out the way before
we have to get
the new drama
out the way because we don't want it to. I know, like the fans want, like they were asking, like, is this going to drag out all season? No, that's the reason why we decided to have it at the beginning. So we're not dragging this out for the rest of the season. Granted, bringing in new people and some old people is about to be insane. So I hope that you guys are ready for it.
But I did see people saying it. One thing I can say from being on the show, the conversations that were had today do not drag out at all. Like I don't even think it touches the next episode. Maybe like a little bit of aftermath, but not deep conversations surrounding it. No.
Spoiler alert for people who want to know. Actually, I think that whole situation ends next episode. So it's
yeah, like with me, Kimmy, and Messiah sitting down, and it was like, okay, I've had a conversation with everybody. We're done. Like let's move on.
You and Judy still have a situation, but that is for another time.
Yeah, and that was it. And that was it.
So I also I'm going to put the link down for you guys. If anyone wants to come up and ask any questions live as well, feel free to ask any questions. I ask that you be respectful. Of course, you can be funny, shady, whatever. Just be respectful towards us when asking the questions, okay? So let me put the link in case anyone wants to come up and ask any questions. While we're waiting, I want to ask, what was the most surprising thing to you this season without giving it away?
The most surprising thing to me?
And also, were you surprised at Judy and Kimmy's fallout like twice this season?
Okay, no. And actually, I say that because that was the information I knew anything about. That was like me seeing it in the episode was me seeing that they had an issue because I knew that Judy had the car accident. Mm-hmm. I don't believe I knew at that time of us filming that was Kimmy's car.
Okay, gotcha.
So knowing that was Kimmy's car, and Judy was like, I just took it, and then it was like, okay, they had a whole not talking time, like where they were a time where they weren't talking. Yeah, that was I would say that would surprise me because I never expected them to fall out. Like that would be like Dion and I falling out. Nobody would expect that.
Right.
So I didn't expect them to fall out because I knew outside of filming the show that they had gotten real close. Which is fine. Everybody gets their friendships outside the show, whatever. I think that is what surprised me the most. Watching it now, I will not feel what surprised me while filming the season. I will not say that.
Okay. If you can give a tiny little hint, what would it be? I might know what you're talking about when you give the hint, but
I'll say just rumors.
Okay.
And rumors and reactions to those rumors.
Okay, I think I might know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Yeah, no, this season definitely is kicking off on a high gear. I definitely think that there's so many questions that has to be answered. Of course, there's some things that I can't ask you because, of course, I want to save it for the reunion and X, Y, and Z. So there's things I really want to ask you right now that I can't because I want to save it for.
Well, ask me one. Just ask one thing. Like pick one small thing that you really want to ask me that can still be asked at the reunion. Because everybody that's watching this isn't gonna.
Okay.
Not,
I'll ask you this: do you think that the big three is a genuine friendship?
I do. Okay, let me say it this way. I do feel like it's a genuine friendship. I will say it does not come off on camera like it's a genuine friendship.
Why is that?
It to me, watching as a viewer, not like take Mulan out of the equation. I'm just a viewer who's not even on the show.
Mhm.
Watching some of their conversations, it just seems forced.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's just that's how it comes off. But I know that in real life they are real close because I know that like Judy's down there with Masai for his birthday, so I know that they're close. It just doesn't come off on camera like they are. Like I feel like when I watch me and Dion scenes, that me and Dion talk. Like you can tell like the shit just flow. I don't get that flow.
Okay, all right. That's the only one I'm gonna ask from the reunion question air. Okay. It's the first episode, so I don't want to give too much away, but I do want to say that I think the season is great. I think that y'all did an amazing job with handling all the issues that come along. I know that with Isaiah, that's going to be a whole situation that's going to play out more than once. And I think that, let me bring some people up, by the way, as well. I think that you guys are going to be in for a real treat when it comes to just the season in general. And there's a lot of y'all. This is the first time that we had 10 cast members. Like this,
and it's too many. It's too many. It's too many cast members. I told her I said it's too many people.
Yeah, we normally do 7. We have 10
people. It's too many people. It was something I was about to say, stemming from what you just said, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, okay. It was about you was talking about you had said that you felt like it's gonna be a great season. I do too. And leading into what the preview show for next week's episode, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
This is a good first episode. I'm not gonna hold you. This was real good.
It was. I loved it.
Mulan, how does it feel having your 10-year-old decisions being brought up in the forefront as this big, massive problem that people should have for now the last 2 years?
I feel like it's so pointless. Because it's not a situation that I did not talk about. Like when it did come up, I talked about it. I talked about it off camera with Darian. I talked about it on camera with people. I talked about it at the reunion. I didn't hide it. So it's just like we're still holding on to something that I did in high school. I was a teenager. Let that shit go. Please. I feel like it's like they holding on to that like it's gonna owe them, like it owed them something.
Okay,
let it go.
Because the moment you said 2013, 2014, I was highly offended. Offended when you're still talking about this.
It's so old.
I mean, but no, shout out to the episode. It was great watching you have to fight all those different battles on 3 different fronts. It was crazy.
I don't look at it as like a battle though, because I genuinely, now this is something I say to current every season. I genuinely go into every season saying, okay, I'm gonna be cool with everybody. I'm gonna make amends, talk about old issues, and I'm gonna be good. It never goes that way. And I will say 8 times, you know what? I'll take it down a notch. 7 times out of 10, I'm not the one that starts it. I'm literally not the one that starts it.
But you will keep it going. We love to see it.
I might entertain. I might dibble and dabble, but I don't just go and start stuff purposely.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean it's still a TV show. It still has to be entertaining at some point. Like I can't just sit here and be cute and married. I got to do something.
Which was literally what Kimmy had to. Which was basically what Kimmy had to say to you in that conversation. Was when she had to acknowledge you just had to, and she really wanted to say you just had to do what you had to do for the camera because we making a show.
And but see, even that, like I feel like now I get. Like I don't think that portion of me saying it aired in the episode, but I get where Kimmy's coming from. Like if we're not that cool and you're seeing me have this conversation with somebody that I'm really cool with, and it's like it's coming off like I'm talking about you. I really wasn't. Like I really was not. I literally was there for like I really was there for Kimmy when the whole situation happened. I'm like, okay, let me run inside. If we really want to be clear, I'm the reason the people inside know there was a fight outside because I was running inside asking for house. Help X, Y, and Z. Nobody knew what was going on outside. I literally was helping her. I was like, okay, come on, let me get you outside. I was helping both of them. I was pushing Darian back. Like I was literally, this is all on camera. So like I literally was neutral in that situation. I was like, okay, Kimmy, you go outside. Darian said, but here y'all come down. Don't hit each other. Like I literally was working overtime. And so when I was having a conversation with Dion, it was coming from a place of I'm explaining what happened to my friend, not necessarily talking about what happened to her in a negative way. So, but I get where Kim was coming from in the conversation. And I was like, I understand, I apologize if it came off you that way, but that's not what it was for me.
Gotcha. And then, Karan, I have one question for you. When you were no, it's not too crazy. Not too crazy. Okay. When y'all were filming that scene with Mulan and Judy, and it went from a somewhat shady back and forth between two girls who can read and throw little slicks to I beat your ass, I throw a drink on you. What was the energy for y'all filming this? Like, were y'all already like this might go left?
Yeah, I think because I just came from shooting Bad Boys Club, so anytime I film a situation that starts to go left or starts to become like confrontational like that, my heart starts racing really fast. So even with the first group scene that we did when Kimmy was addressing Isaiah, even though in my mind I'm like, they're not gonna fight, but I'm like, I just came from the Bad Boys Club. They might fight. Like, I don't know.
They literally gave that it was gonna go down,
especially after Bad Boys Club.
So my heart, anytime that like an argument happens or whatever, it just starts beating really fast. Because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen right now, and we just started filming, so I'm like, all these people are like seeing each other for the first time in what 2 years, Mom? But it's been like 2 years.
2 years, and that okay, let's really just add to it. If you really think about it, everything that happened last year is because for whatever reason, no shade, Karan, love you down. Atlanta takes the longest breaks in between seasons. It just is what it is. We take the longest breaks out of any franchise on this show,
and we the
on
viewers
this network. We take them, and we do too. But it is what it is. When we finally do come back together, it's great. Okay, but to me, it's like, okay, it's been 2 years. Let's have the conversation and move on, because if you really think about it, it's really been 2.5, almost really going on 3 since we filmed it. Y'all see it months after we film, and then the reunion is months after the show airs, so it's really old as fuck. So let's go on and talk about it and just get it over. Like, I'm not mad anymore. Like, we can have a conversation, but I'm not mad no more. So I would not be holding on to nothing that had nothing to do with me that happened while somebody was in high school. I'm just saying.
That's so weird. It's so weird to talk about. I tell people all the time, once we 18, the moment you cross over everything that happened before, why are we discussing it? Like, let it die.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
Like a court record, when you under 18, seal it. Bye.
Somebody said in the comments, I'm gonna ask all you guys, how do y'all feel about Kimmy using the F word when she was upset at the end of the episode?
I didn't like it.
Okay.
And I feel like this is no shade to Kimmy, because we have no issue. So let me just say that. So don't run with this. But I didn't like it because it was like, okay, we kind of rallied around you and we were defending you about what Isaiah was saying about you. And then it's like, I get you in a moment of being upset and mad. Like, I wasn't there. Let's put this out there too. I left before that scene even got filmed. I was gone. So I'm just not seeing it like everybody else. So I feel like, okay, don't go into the faggot stuff, because now it's like, okay, I didn't really like it.
Oh, child. I feel like it's the N word. You know what I mean? Like, white people can't say it, but black people can. Sort of like with the gays. Like, we can say it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that's how I felt about it. It didn't really bother me.
I was double-sided on it. Literally right between both of y'all, where I'm like, I wish we wouldn't use it. But in that moment, I knew exactly what she meant when she said it. And it wasn't like her dragging them for being gay. She was talking about the messy, crazy, out of control cattiness of it all. Right? Yeah. And so I wish different verbiage would have been found in that moment. But I knew what she meant, and so I'm not going to take it the same way I would somebody walking up to me while I'm walking down the street calling me that same word.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go back and really hear it, because all I heard her say really was, "You didn't have my back, Judy. You didn't have my back." I said, "Oh my god!" Wow.
I mean, she basically used the word the same way. What was it? Somebody else in a different show did, where they got tired of people being all messy and this, that, and the third, and they said, "I'm tired of all this faggot shit."
Okay.
And so again, I wish she wouldn't have, but
it's like, I didn't like it, but I get you. Like, you in a moment of anger, everything that just happened. And I don't think people realize it's crazy enough that you're having an argument. Then you have these cameras in your face. Then the mic is on you. Then you're literally trying to leave and escalate the situation and cameras are following you wherever you go. Because like, okay, I signed a contract. They're not gonna stop filming. They don't solve problems. They point the cameras at the problem. So it's not going to go away just because you walking off. Like it's a lot to deal with, and you really have to dig in yourself and be like, okay, I'm not gonna let this happen on camera, because if it happens on camera, it's not going back.
That's true. And I think also because maybe she felt like her closest friend, who she just became cool with again, now she's going through a situation where it's like, you're supposed to have my back, and she felt like the one person in the room who's supposed to have my back as I'm fighting with this one person didn't have my back. I could see from her point of view as to like it coming off in a way that was like you said, more of like when she said the F word, I think it was coming off more of like the messiness and not the people.
You know? And I mean, I don't blame her considering how mad Judy was about people having her back last season. So
well, let's get into Mulan really quickly while I'm here. Hi,
make it hot, TTV.
Hey, TTV.
I mean, it was the Mulan show the whole episode.
Hi, Mulan. Hi, sweetie.
Oh, here we go.
First of all, listen, episode 1 should have been called "Welcome to Mulan." I just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there. Secondly, congratulations on the engagement.
I'm not engaged.
I mean the marriage. I'm sorry, the marriage.
Thank you.
Did we ever get his name? I don't think we got his name. Did we get his name?
I think it was cut out, but I don't call him by his name, so I don't even think I said it in that scene. Honestly,
I don't think none of us know his name, but whoever he is, shout out to him.
He was in the chat. Shout out to him.
Oh.
You said what?
I said he was in the chat, so shout out to him.
Yeah, he was in the chat.
You see, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, we watched the episode together.
Well, Angela, I wouldn't have known because I don't know his name. You know what I mean? I don't know who I'm looking for.
Fair enough.
And I think I might need to keep it that way.
Yes,
I think I need to keep it that way
because I'm gonna be all up in his Instagram stories lurking. Congratulations to you. My thing is, what made you at the end say that messy thing? Because we were all rooting for you. Says you were doing so good. Why did you bring up what Isaiah said? And then, mind you, you didn't even really like dive in. You just, why?
Okay, so right before that, we had took like a quick little break, and we came back filming to finish the scene out. And it really was just me rambling, and I didn't even try to cover it up. Like I just let it go. I said that even after I was talking to Kim, and I said, y'all, I really was not trying to say that.
No, I remember. Yeah, you was like, I did not mean to say it like that. I really just, I think
I love y'all. I love y'all pieces. It's definitely, you said y'all went on a break. It's definitely given over the break. Somebody whispered to somebody's ear and said, hey, we got to kind of bring this up a little bit some way so we can move the story along. No shade.
Oh no! And let me make this
only thing
too.
I can say honestly is that I remember telling Kimmy and Masai to ask about if there's new people in the group, because I knew that Mulan already filmed with Isaiah, but I didn't know if Mulan was gonna say it or not. In the moment of talking, so it happened.
So let me add this in too, because I've worked for TV shows before. So you guys can run. Season 2, which was my first season, I could not be produced. No producer could come and tell me something and get me to say it on camera if I didn't want to. And that's still me now. You cannot get me to do that, because if I want to put myself in that situation of drama mess, then I'm not going to do it. So if I do it on my own, I'll be able to say, okay, well, didn't nobody make me do it, bitch. You put yourself in this situation. Right. I cannot be produced. Now, some other people may be able to be they might get produced. I can't get produced. And so when we did take the break and come back, we stayed sitting on the couch. So it wasn't like we got up and walked away. It was just like, okay, cameras down for a second, change lights, change mics, battery type stuff. It was like that. It wasn't like a walk away from the scene.
It was just
come back.
Like the mics and everything.
I hollered when you said, am I messy? Is that messy?
Because and now I know I could be, but I really was not trying to be, because I feel like if I wanted to be messy, I would have been like, okay, well, he said X, Y, and Z about you, and this is when he said it, this is where he said it. Now, granted, it still was messy, but if I was just purposely trying to be messy, I could have taken it to a whole.
Do you feel like you are a bone collector or carrier?
I'm honestly trying to think of times where I have done that.
We have Johan in the chat.
I'm really trying to think though, because I know that I know that I have had conversations with Dion, like, okay, but I don't feel like if I tell Dion something and Dion's not there, I don't feel like I'm being messy because I'm just filling in my friend who's not here. So I don't feel like that's messy. I cannot recall now to say that I have been. I probably have, but I can't recall a time where I was. Except for this scene y'all just saw.
Watching the show, it feels like the big three wants to become the big four and invite you into their little, group or whatever. Will you be joining the big three on world tour, honey? Are you guys going on tour?
I'm sure there won't be a world tour, but I'll have to decline. I can be cool with them, like, because I don't have no standing issues as of right now that I know with them.
Hi, Aaron.
I don't want to be in the group, the big three.
Hey, come on.
Aaron, wow, out.
Aaron's the one that's gonna come in and make it hot.
Aaron, okay, but let me say something about Aaron.
First of all, I don't know why Mulan is sitting up here. Hey, boo.
Hey, and don't listen. We were sitting beside each other at the Boss Babe Awards, so don't come in this chat trying to switch up on me.
Listen, you my sister, but I gotta call you out, bitch. You sitting here all coy and shit, trying to make it seem like, bitch, you not messy, bitch, you messy as fuck.
You think so?
You've been messy for 3 seasons, girl.
Damn, Aaron.
And it's okay to now relish in your messy, huh?
Well, I said, were you there for all? I don't feel like I was messy at all season 2. I didn't get in no drama that I started season 2.
Listen, Mulan, you have this way about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You'll say things but not say it.
Right.
You have these little messy moments, and it's okay, sissy.
So is it messy or calculated? Because I've been called both.
It's calculated messy. I think it's calculated messy because you're good at it. Because you know nobody won't beat your ass because you so cute. Listen, Mulan in person is fucking gorge. The bitch is gorgeous. You would hate to mess up that face.
I don't feel like I just be being mixed up. Okay, Aaron, since you feel this way, I want you to name 3 times where I was just so fucking messy. Go. Start now.
Okay, the setup with Messiah.
I didn't set that up.
Another one.
He showed up with
Leon, but you were the catalyst,
and he had him with him. Well, then they did it. It was them.
I understand Itzy, but we're not gonna see it that way. Itzy.
What's number 2?
I think the moment. Ooh. I think the moment with Anthony. The moment with Anthony. You was messy with Anthony. Kimmy. I'm so sorry. Oh, Kimmy. You was
now, not you up here calling me being messy.
Yeah, you was messy with Kimmy. At the time, it was Anthony. You was messy with him. What's another one? Oh, you were messy with your friend Dion. You was messy with her too.
But okay, you just sitting up here, Aaron. You just sitting up here saying I was messy with something, but you ain't telling what I was messy about, so you ain't giving us nothing to go off of, huh?
Well, I just know that you were messy, and it's okay.
Okay, but you ain't even got no proof. You just sitting up here saying names. That's not good.
Girl, then I have to go back to the seasons. I have to actually go back.
Yes. Okay. Well, you should have did it before you came up on this live. You came up here halfway ready, and it ain't working.
Well, listen, it's okay. You just gotta live in it. First of all, Mulan, what is so bad about being called messy?
What is so bad?
What is so bad about being called messy? Because you really don't like being called messy.
Because I don't feel like I'm being messy. Because at the end of the day, like, let's just, take the elephant out the room. Regardless of how I say it, who I say it to, it's on camera. So even if you said it, they gonna see it. So who being messy? You saying it on camera first, or me telling my friend that wasn't there to hear it? So if that's the case, the whole cast is messy. There's no way around it. It's TV. Like, come on, y'all. Stop acting like y'all don't want no entertainment. Because if I didn't tell nothing, if I didn't say nothing, then y'all say I was born, he need to be fired. But I can't be fired. So let's not go there.
But here's the thing, Mulan. I never said it was a bad thing. I feel like a lot of people just want you to stand in it more. And it's okay that it's for TV. It's for
well, I feel like that's their perception. I don't have to stand in it if I don't think I'm being messy.
I feel like a lot of people determine, like, we call messy, like, this normal thing that we as humans do. When there's an event that happens that is, like, not normal or just not an everyday thing, you call your friend and you tell them what happened. Like, that's what I do. When stuff happens, I call my friend Robbie and be like, bruh, I cannot believe this just happened today. Yes, it's not necessarily being messy. It's just, I can't tell somebody about it.
It's just taken to another level because, like, okay, you said it on camera. Thousands of people watching it. So now it's like, okay, you being messy, but this is real life shit. Like, we're in a group. We're going to talk about shit that's going on. So I don't feel like, to be honest, I don't feel like any of us are messy. It's a show. Like,
now you carry
No.
The girls are lying.
Bringing up your 10-year-old sex life is messy. Bringing up your 10-year-old.
Milan, did you have to tell Kimmy about the new girl? What he said? Did you have to tell him? Did you have to tell her? Sorry,
I didn't try. Like you just missed that part. I really didn't try. Like, now that was me really not being missed. I literally did not try. As soon as we stopped him, I said, y'all, I was not trying to tell y'all that. Like, I really wasn't. I let a lot of stuff slip out while we filming. It might not make the scene, but I literally just I don't be trying. I really don't.
Girl, you be calculated. It's okay, Milan. Like, nobody's not gonna beat your ass because you so cute. Let's be real.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that, but I wasn't being missed by saying it. And even with that, like, it's like you said one thing, it's gonna be seen on camera. So it's like, listen.
But let me just say that I live for the back and forth between you and Judy.
You
that
did.
Back and forth to see.
I didn't like it. Now it looked good on camera.
It was nice, nasty. I love it.
But it's like,
it was nice, nasty. It was.
In the moment, I was like, okay, did we really come here to move forward, or did we come here to really go back and forth and just stay in the same place we in? That was where I was. I was like, I don't know what we're doing. But I'm gonna go back and forth.
Kept it up too. You could have literally like, got closer to the bitch, sat close to the bitch, and was like, listen, I'm in your face now, ho, what's up? Because y'all know you're not gonna beat my ass. You could have that would have been good entertainment.
That would have been something. I don't think that and not saying that she would hit somebody, but I don't think Judy would have hit me. Because Judy has said plenty of times like she don't have no real issue with me. She just don't like certain stuff that I do. So I don't feel like it was that deep where she would have hit me. That would have surprised me. Like, I think it would have surprised her if I actually threw a drink.
Yeah, because did you feel like Judy was bringing all this back up because of the fact that she really had nothing to go off on? Like, she really didn't have no like anything to stand on, because the issue was really with you and what's Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those are like, I think Judy and Kimmy were just bystanders.
In that situation, definitely. In that situation, definitely, I feel like it had nothing to do. Like, it was no direct connection with Kimmy and Judy. No, that definitely was between me and Messiah. If it was gonna be between anybody, it had nothing to do with them. I won't say that she kept bringing it up just because she had nothing to talk about. I just feel like she wanted to bring it up just so that I would look a certain way. That's how I feel.
Damn.
Yeah, I ain't like when they kept referencing that reunion, and I was like, I still didn't like the way they jumped you.
Well, and you know what was interesting about that? Because, and I just told my husband this when we was watching it, I said, when the playback played at the reunion, that was my first time seeing it. I literally, when Judy came, I was the first person to sit down, first chair. Mm-hmm. I went over there to talk to Judy when she came out, because I just wanted to have a conversation with her, because we didn't have no super deep issues. Like, we had went back and forth, but it was never that deep. So I was just like, I just want you to know. And it was, I was mic'd up, obviously, because, you guys saw it. But I was like, we don't have no real issues. We don't have to go, we don't have to go back and forth with each other, blah, 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 blah. And then it was like, I'm getting up and walking away. You rolling your eyes at me. So I'm thinking that was a genuine moment of us having a real conversation. And I'm looking back at the cameras and you rolling your eyes like this bitch. And I'm just like, well, damn, girl. That caught me by surprise, I'll say, because I had never saw that footage. So, yeah. The reunion was a lot. I feel like
The reunion.
I definitely feel like they came at me for no reason. A lot of no reason. Like it was.
Girl, this is your season now. This is your season now.
Yeah, how do you feel like this reunion is gonna go compared to last reunion?
To be honest, now let's just be honest. To be honest, I don't feel like I'm gonna be in a lot of drama at the reunion.
At this
I really
reunion?
don't. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, really, because the
Because
only one that got
now-
her ass whooped is Dion's ex-boyfriend. We gotta get into her tea because why the fuck she ain't fight back?
Well,
why she ain't fight back?
Him and Sean fought for a long time. I think that again, I mean, we only showed like 2-second clips from the trailer, but the fight was a really long fight. So
she got a hit in.
Oh yeah, she got some hits in for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that fight was long. That fight was like 2 minutes long, so it's a long fight.
Karan, do you like her? Because you showed the fact that she didn't get not near one hit in.
I was just talking to him today. He called me and he was like, "I think the first episode's amazing," and he was sending me love and everything. Like, yeah, I have no problem with Shane.
Okay, good. All right. Because the way that fight was set up, girl, the way that fight was edited, it was edited to be on Sean's side.
It does look like, well, yeah, from the edits, it does look like Sean just got all the hits, but no, it was honestly just the way that we wanted just to show those parts of the fight. That's it.
Okay.
Did you guys talk about that awkward conversation at the beginning of this episode with Kimmy and Judy? Did you guys talk about that yet?
No,
we
girl,
haven't.
They are not real friends.
What did you guys think about? Like, who still like? What you mean you didn't ask me to use my car, girl? What? I was so confused.
I mean, when I saw the accident, I gagged too because I was just like, what? Like the car looked crazy, and so I told at first they didn't want to have the conversation. It was like, no, we feel like this is such a real thing that if our friendship really does end up like completely done, we don't want it to be on camera because it's gonna be awkward, or whatever. But I was like, listen, like this is something that's real, that's going on. Y'all have to talk about it. Y'all are gonna have to talk about it one day, whatever, if y'all are really friends. So it took a lot of convincing before we started filming, but it got to a point where they was like, you know what, whatever, like let's just get it over with. Because if we get it over with at the beginning, then we don't have to worry about it later. So I thought, yeah, it was awkward just because, you know, they had to have this conversation. I didn't know the full story until we started filming it, but I will say that like it is. I mean, I've heard Judy as well. I think it is crazy to take your friend's car and drive it when she doesn't know. Like that's kind of like. You know, I would have asked any of my friends if I use their car, like, hey, can I use your car to go do this or whatever, if that's the case. But I wouldn't just take anyone's car and drive it.
Then you totally like, bitch, give me my money. We're not friends no more because you clearly don't respect boundaries.
It was a crazy situation for sure. I was like, damn, like
is it so crazy? Is that I don't want to say this. But it's kind of like Judy and Anthony took each other's places. Like they switch. I see
what you mean. Yeah, I've seen a lot of comments about that. Like, well, Anthony now transitioned to Kimmy, and Judy took out of drags and is now like boy version of Judy.
Yeah, it's like she was like, okay, no more here, because she did say that she was homeless, so. It's not giving like she don't have the budget for like the bundles and the outfits. It's not giving that. Like she was like, listen, you gonna catch me with my little twisties and my little 4 o'clock shadow. Like that's what it is.
Well, any more questions for me?
First of all, how long you been with this man, Mulan?
Long enough. You'll find out on the show. Continue to tune in.
Has it been long enough? And do it overlaps with you messing with Pyro's man in high school?
Well, obviously, if that happened in high school, I mean, damn.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, they did say that Judy did say that you messed with him twice.
Well, okay, so that's the question that I want to say for the reunion because I want them to have that conversation because Judy says she has sources that she knows about that, and I would rather them have that conversation because I would love to know the situation as well.
Mulan, you better read her for blood. You better read her for blood because that girl be trying you. Bitch, I live for Mulan because the girl reads when she settles in. She reads. She gathers the girls. And listen, that deer headlights is something crazy because that bitch stay on deer headlights, Mulan.
You think I stay on deer headlights?
Yeah, you are really a deer headlight sometimes. That is not no way they got you down to a T.
Now that might be true. I saw a comment that was on I think it was under the sneak peek of Kimmy and Judy where it said Kimmy and Judy come from Milan. And it said, I never saw Milan as messy. I saw him as oblivious. I really don't know what the fuck be going on half the time. Okay, let's just really talk about it. I really don't know.
Karan, I had to literally get this bitch up. I had to get this bitch up to get her own award. She was like, what the fuck does that? I was like, bitch, get up. This is your award. Like, get up. Like, you do it.
I really just I be present, but I don't be there all the time. I don't know why.
Oh. It's okay. It's okay.
How do you really know Isaiah?
Through the show and Instagram. My first time meeting Isaiah was that scene that y'all saw.
I think it was that day y'all met in person, yeah.
Like literally right when I walked in after I got mic'd up.
And what's this bitch gonna give? Like, let's talk about it because she's not.
Can I talk about it, Karan?
Yeah, let's talk about it. What the fuck is she gonna give?
Can I say it? Because it's not like they gonna find out next week. Can I say?
You can hint at it. Don't say it, but you can hint a little bit at it. I like when people watch and be surprised. If you give it away now, it's gonna be
okay. I'll say doesn't give much at all.
Okay, so she just there to interrupt Kimmy's piece. That's it.
Just doesn't give much at all. You'll have to after next week. You'll put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, she won't be there anymore because she has overstayed her welcome. Basically.
I ain't say that.
I won't say all that, but I'll just say you'll be able to put the 2 together.
Bitch, come on, because I read between the lines, girl.
You will be able to tell what's gonna happen.
I'm hollering.
Like, girl, what?
I will just say that it gets really messy. And...
yeah, it gets. But you know what's crazy? I will say. Next week, I probably will look messy again. Let me just put that disclaimer out there.
Well,
I'm probably gonna look messy
now.
Yeah, because it was the first group. I can say this because it kind of showed in the preview. It was the first group dinner or group sit down, whatever. Obviously, everyone was there. Things went left, and even after things went left, I left. So a lot of drama that happened after I might have started that drama.
It looked like you came in, dropped the bomb, and was like, "All right, well, I'm out."
I swear that's not how it happened.
Everybody fighting and crying and cussing each other out.
I was gone.
I'm with my man. I'm leaving.
But that was it. I was there with my husband, so we left. Like I had not planned to stay the whole time anyway. But how it's gonna look and editing and music and dramatic sounds that Karan's gonna use is gonna look like I came. I was messy and I left right after dropping all the bombs or whatever. That's really how it's going.
So you were Ashley Darby, Circus season 5.
Who is that?
You was Ashley Darby. She literally came to the
Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley Darby. She came with her breast milk, caused drama, and then left. Basically,
you'll have to.
We're Ashley Darby.
Not breast
maybe.
milk.
I think that when y'all see, it's definitely gonna look like I was being messy. But it stems from a conversation that you'll see in the earlier part of next week's episode. So it's not like I just came up with some new information and stuff happened. That's not how it happened.
But Milan, I just want you to just stand up in it, okay? If you messy, stand in your messiness.
But you want me to stand in something that I don't feel like I'm doing. So why would I do that?
I just want you to do that, sweets, because you're so cute. Nobody's not gonna beat your ass.
I would be standing up because Aaron want me to do it. I don't feel like I'm being messy.
We got 1 minute left. I want to keep each after show to 15 minutes, so we got 1 minute left, guys.
Well, I'm gonna get down. That's all that I have. First of all, is any more new characters other than Community Dick?
Who's that?
I'm talking about Shane. Any more newcomers?
Oh my god.
Yes,
because now he's sucking on Messiah. Messiah Girl, that's a dangerous girl.
Okay, so
She's sucking over Tanya now.
all right, listen. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that there is another new person. His name is River, and he's gonna come in and really shake it up as well.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for River to come through.
Yeah, River's
Dick goes crazy.
River's gonna come through and really shake it up. So y'all will see that as well, and it's gonna be some shit.
All right, I'm gonna get Zion. Hey,
all right,
come on. What's
JP,
final question?
You want to ask a question real quick before we get off?
Who?
Yo, what's going on, Karan?
Hey,
what's
JP.
Hey, Trap. What's up, baby? And Mulan, first,
Hey.
You don't owe anybody any explanations, man. People who have limited vocabulary don't understand the difference between being messy and finesse. You keep being finesse. Don't worry about it. Karan, I'm coming for you because what you did in that chat. Now tell me, Karan, promise me that we're not going to look at Judy sit up there and talk about this old stuff for the next 3-4 episodes, because we would like to see Judy actually have a storyline other than Mulan. So promise me that in front of everybody.
Oh, geez. I will say this: that number one, I like your voice, and
oh god, Karua.
Number two, I would say that we don't drag it out, so it's not going to be dragged out for like 2-3 episodes, 4 episodes. It's not. One thing I learned when doing these shows is that I take constructive criticism when it comes to comments and reviews. And I noticed that people say that they hate when stuff is dragged out for like 4 or 5 episodes. So I made sure this season that we didn't do that. Like, we handled the issues. It'll probably last for a good 2-3 episodes, and then it's done. Like, we're not going to drag it out all season. This situation is just for the beginning of the season, and that's it. Like, once the new people come in and the returning cast members, which is literally like coming right around the corner, it's going to be a
whole new set of dramas, like all new stuff.
Pretty much like it's gonna feel like a whole new season. So it's gonna be a lot of new stuff happening. So
well, it's one of the people who have been waiting, who's been waiting for a while. Just know that tonight was the night, man. It gave everything it needed to give. And Mulan, I enjoyed your documentary. I thought it was done quite well.
Not my documentary.
And I thought that the supporting castmates that were there to support you doing the documentary,
not supporting castmates,
but it was.
See, now y'all saying all this on this live, and I'm gonna be the one that's gonna have to deal with it when we come back together. And I ain't even the one saying it.
JP is
well, baby, that's our job. That's our job. We want to make sure this reunion is hot. So I'm just saying, your supporting cast, they did you well, and it was thoroughly enjoyed. So that's all I want to say.
It definitely was a great first episode.
JP, who do you think was the best supporting cast member on tonight's episode?
Hands down, I would have to give an honorable mention to Kimmy. Just because I felt like Kimmy was sincere. Plus, Kimmy gave what she needed to give in the confessionals, as well as when she was actually in the scene with Mulan. I still think that her and Messiah's conversation it didn't give that relationship that Mulan spoke of, but we're the viewers, so we can only go off what we see, right? But she gets an honorable mention. But out of all the conversations as far as supporting cast, I would give it to Judy, because evidently Judy is the villain. And if Judy is going to be the villain, she did the villain well. And so I would give Judy she gets my vote, because she got entirely on my nerves. I actually muted a couple of times just because it was getting annoying to me. So I feel like that part was done well. But I enjoyed the documentary. I just thought Mulan Karan did good tonight. You could take that and sell it, and we would buy it because we love you, Mulan.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you for the love in my documentary.
I have one last question. I'm gonna get up out of here. Can we expect this every Sunday on time?
So here's the thing.
Great questions. Look, great questions.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it now, but I guess I will. So I was talking with my team, and I was talking with like a lot of close friends this whole week, trying to figure out exactly, as far as continuing with the rollout. So here's the issue, and here's the situation that I've been talking about. I know.
Here we go. Come on.
Here I go. So, genuinely speaking, I've been doing this since I was 15, and I've been giving free content since I was 15 up until now. Now, the thing is with Patreon, like, I was able to actually like pay camera crews and everything like that what they deserved, and it felt really good because all the hard work we put in for Bad Boys Club, we were able to do that. We're able to use that money to now do the dolls, which we film in a couple of days, to do for me to do the come up. Like, Patreon really helped put all these future shows into place. So it really did help the brand, and it helped a lot of stuff. So moving forward, the direction that I might go in is I might put the first episode out of a new show on YouTube and then have the rest of the season air on Patreon or maybe YouTube membership, only because at the end of the day, YouTube is not paying me anything. Like, when it comes to like monetization, YouTube even sent me an email a day ago and they were like, hey, you're not going to get paid for this episode fully, so I'm already dealing with that for the premiere. But I'm like, I already said it was coming out Sunday. I can't change it, so whatever. But I'm working on like ways to monetize it and still get it out. But I think that moving forward, that's something that I have to do, just because it's the only way that a bitch is going to be able to like continue to pay bills off of filming before we close this chapter. So I can't answer that question yet until
I'm so confused. So why not just say, so this is the first and only episode we get, and then the rest are on Patreon.
So either it's going to be the first and only episode and the rest will come out on Patreon, or we'll air an episode on YouTube every 2 weeks and Patreon will get it every week. So that way, for the people who don't want to wait, they can watch it on Patreon every week. For the people who would rather wait every 2 weeks, then you'll get 2 episodes a month instead of 4 episodes a month.
So I like the two. Like I think the 2 week process sounds pretty fun.
So it's we're working it out. Unfortunately, if YouTube was paying the way that it needs to be paying, then I could keep doing on YouTube, whenever. But because it's not, it wouldn't make sense to put all this money into filming a show and then not making any money back just to give it to people for free. Like I feel like that's insane.
Well, I think you should look into YouTube memberships, like I told, because remember, your subscribers are already here.
I was gonna say, and I remember we talked about that, and I definitely am gonna look into that this week because I really want to do a YouTube.
Yeah, because not everybody wants to create a Patreon account. Like if I'm already on YouTube,
exactly.
I'm here.
Exactly.
It's just a lot easier to pay.
And there's a lot of fans who can't use Patreon because they're out of, they're international or whatever. So I am gonna look at hopefully we can launch the YouTube membership this week. So.
Yeah, it's real. Come on, it's 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
it's one.
I'll talk to you about it because I know that you have it, so I can get your point of view on it. Also, are you doing a live review? Because I want to come on in and shake it up too.
I wanted to do a live review, but if you're not releasing the show, I mean, I gotta figure things out. Because if you're not releasing the show, I mean, what am I doing?
I think you can do like an early access type thing. Like kind of like how you did this episode, like a day or two before. You can watch earlier on Patreon, but still release on YouTube. You can still do both at the same time because
people won't subscribe to Patreon if it comes out every week on YouTube as well. Because it's like, what am I waiting for? I'll just wait another 2 days,
But you still have people that will do it. They'll be like, well, I love the show this much. I'll pay to see it early. You still have people that will because you still have 100,000 plus subscribers on YouTube already. So you don't want to just completely toss that fan base to the side.
Right.
And be like, okay, let me just try to get y'all to come over here because everybody's not going to do that.
Yeah, everybody's
I think I probably will do the membership on YouTube and
absolutely
then Patreon as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So
yeah, give both options if that's going to be the case.
Also, please send me your positive energy as I'm about to fly to Miami and shoot the dolls because this is about to be another situation like Bad Boys Club, and I need all the positive energy to live in the house with these ladies. So,
oh gosh, not Bad Boys Club all over again.
Over again with beautiful trans women.
Lots of positivity and good vibes your way. I'll probably do the recap on Tuesday night.
Okay, I'll come on and we'll.
I want to come on.
You're always welcome.
Damn it.
You know what I started thinking, which was really crazy because I've been doing this for a long time. I'm actually really nervous now to go and live with a bunch of people I don't know, and I've done this so many times, but I'm like this time I'm like actually really nervous because I thought about it and it keeps me up at night sometimes. I'm about to live with 8 people who I don't know.
You don't know none of them. I mean.
Well, I mean, of course we casted them, so we've been talking for months, but I mean, you still don't know who these people are. You live with them in a house, like how Bad Boys Club was, like I didn't know any of them like personally. We just all lived in the house together.
But you're gonna have like your crew there too, right? Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say
it's just still a scary experience. It's like, what am I doing?
It's definitely scary. They could like choke you in your sleep. Gotcha. You're right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Karan,
But are you guys? I'm out of here.
All right. Yes.
As a law viewer, I support whatever you decide to do because I feel like you give out quality. Just know though, if you put it on YouTube, you can get a lot of viewers. You can get a lot of subscriptions because there are people that subscribe for shows that don't put out quality like this. So they're paying for less. So I can see them wanting to pay for more. You see what I'm saying? So you're giving quality. So just know that.
So shady.
There are some that have subscriptions that are out there and people are paying that, you know. And so I would say this though, because we know you very grand, you know we're very grand. If you do go to YouTube, because you have such a large following, you don't necessarily have to charge everybody, a 2-piece and a biscuit to get the show. You can start off, with just maybe like a startup plan, and then if the subscriptions aren't coming in, then raise the price. But because of your viewership and how many followers you have, you would probably be able to just get people to flood in, and they would pay for your show. Because again,
I caught it, Angela.
They're paying to see less. They really are. Or if it not even show up, So you got some people that subscribe to something that's not even producing. So I'm just saying, we support you, Karan. You got followers who really support you.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I appreciate you saying that.
I do.
I don't either, so I'm just like, I
don't know, but I will say,
just know we love you. We love you and we support you, and thank you for giving us a great show tonight. And if we have to sit there and all crowd in and do Zoom calls so somebody can watch Patreon, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
Not Zoom.
Okay, well, I love y'all too. I hope you have a great night. Mulan, thank you so much for coming.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. Thank you. Everyone, thank you.
Yes.
And everyone have a good night. Be safe. Watch the episode back. Share it with your friends. We're out of here and see you next week. Okay, let me end it first.